Sometimes you can tell by the way it looks. Sometimes you can tell by the way it feels. Sometimes it comes to you in broad daylight. Sometimes you find it in the middle of the night. But you know when you got the right one. This is the right one. You know when you got the right one.
He was the luckiest flyer alive. Then...
A bit? That's right.
Now he's got one more mission to accomplish.
They hear you inside their own minds, as if it were their thoughts.
Give him a chance, Al!
Okay, kid, you got a chance. Don't screw it up.
I'm gonna like this job.
Richard Dreyfuss, Holly Hunter, John Goodman. From director Steven Spielberg. Always rated PG. Starts Friday, December 22nd at theaters everywhere.
The T-Birds take to the ice. We'll have highlights at 11.
My children are not my possessions. Don't lie to me, Mel.
Well, it's nothing in particular.
Don't lie to me.
Some of them were right and some were wrong, but they were my choices, and at least I don't blame them on my mother.
Roy, I need some money now. Don't deny yourself the possibility of happiness.
I wanted that love, but it was never there for me, was it?
And if you love him and leave, you may have nothing but regrets.
Welcome to the 162nd presentation of the Hallmark Hall of Fame. Tonight's presentation is The Shell Seekers, starring Angela Lansbury. The Hallmark Hall of Fame is brought to you by Hallmark and the fine stores everywhere that feature Hallmark products. Hallmark, when you care enough to send the very best.
Don't come in here, I'm wrapping presents.
The gifts we give one another mean so much.
Hey, what?
This Christmas, show them how much you care by creating special packages with the gift wrappings of Hallmark.
Looks like Dad's been a very good boy.
Hallmark has a way to make your holiday.
There's somebody out there.
Not out here. Hi, Mom. Hallmark has a
Hi, hon.
way.
In a moment, we'll return to The Shell Seekers, this evening's special presentation on the Hallmark Hall of Fame.
You know, my family had this holiday tradition.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
We'd pick out a special new ornament every year at Hallmark to remember that Christmas by.
That's nice. So what should we get?
Well, it is our first Christmas together.
Whether you're just starting to make memories or adding to your collection, nothing captures them like the keepsake ornaments of Hallmark.
Boy, doesn't the tree look great?
Yeah, but shouldn't we hang it a little more to the left?
Hallmark has a way.
Where do you find the feeling that'll say it just your way? Where do they keep the sunshine that can brighten someone's day? When you want to pull a heartstring, mend your fences with a friend. Where do you look for the laughter that you knew from way back when? Hallmark has a way to make somebody's day, bringing out the very best day when you care enough to send a very
This week, a dynamic trio, Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas, and Danny DeVito will be here.
Also Richard Chamberlain and Branford Marsalis on Good Morning America.
Peter Jennings has taken you through the Malta Summit. Now the world reacts. Stay with who you trust. Peter Jennings from London on ABC's World News Tonight, Monday.
And now, the continuation of The Shell Seekers, starring Angela Lansbury on the Hallmark Hall of Fame. The Shell Seekers will resume on the Hallmark Hall of Fame after these messages.
At ABC News, we have a singular mission: to report to you what is happening in the world, completely, accurately, in a timely and unbiased fashion. And because more Americans get their news from ABC News than from any other source, we take that mission very seriously. You can see it in our faces. ABC News, we're America's choice.
Tuesday, it's like a first date for Roseanne and Dan.
You believe in love at first sight?
Yeah.
Never happened to you?
No, but I'm only 20.
Roseanne and...
I'm Honey.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, he's a charmer, all right.
Oh, honey.
Yes, doll.
On Coast. Then Gary plunges into parenthood.
You're taking this giant step forward for men.
When does Gary go back? Back where? To work.
I am not going back.
30-something after Roseanne and Coach Tuesday.
Wednesday.
No toe tag, that's great. I don't know how so many bodies get in there.
Shock therapy with Doogie Howser, MD.
All right, 15.
Dan.
Could you please get out of my newsroom?
Marty's boss for a day.
Am I the only rational plasma unit left in this quadrant?
Anything but love. Then, the battle of the sexes.
You too high and mighty for my services?
I don't want your services. I want you.
Are you seeing somebody else?
China Beach.
An ABC News brief. Now from Washington, Tom Jarriel.
Good evening. President Bush is in Brussels to brief the NATO allies on the Malta summit. He's already being praised for accelerating arms control talks and improving trade relations with the Soviets. Mr. Bush will hold a news conference after tomorrow morning's NATO briefings. ABC News coverage begins at 10:30 Eastern Time. East Germany's entire communist leadership resigned today. Czechoslovakia made more changes too, but the opposition is still crying foul. More later on the Weekend Report.
Dick Foley on gift ideas.
There are gifts I never get tired of receiving. Sweaters, belts, a wallet for every pocket.
The Bonds December men's sale has great accessories from just $5.99 to $24.99. Save 25 to 30% on sweaters from Method, Seville Row, and more. And activewear like these warm-ups are only $49.99. The December men's sale starts tomorrow, where the Bon Marche welcomes the American Express card. Membership has its privileges.
Is any intelligent life out there, we know how they celebrate. Ballatore, a rather astonishing champagne.
May I help you?
May I help you?
May I help you?
May I help you, mate?
May I help you?
May I help you?
May I help you? May I help you?
May I help you? May I help you? May I help you?
May I help you?
May I help you?
Who has more international operators?
AT&T. May I help you?
The holiday should be a happy time, but for Pamela, it's a season of stress. She tries so hard to make everything perfect, she winds up exhausted and feeling unloved. On our next show, we'll see what Pamela and others can do to make their holidays happy.
A solemn memorial for a young murdered woman tonight at 11.
And now we continue with The Shell Seekers, this evening's production on the Hallmark Hall of Fame. The Shell Seekers will return shortly on the Hallmark Hall of Fame after these messages from Hallmark.
the Christmas cards of Hallmark. Traditional cards and religious cards. Simple cards, fancy cards, even funny cards. Cards that say things just the way you want to say them. Cards that show how much you really care about your family and your friends. The most ways and the very best ways to express your feelings at Christmas. Hallmark has a way.
For us, excellence is an aspiration, an attitude, a pursuit, a way of life. Excellence is all of us working together, aspiring to the fullness of our potential, always in pursuit of higher standards. Determined to do everything we do somehow better than it ever has been done before. Excellence is found in the caring, in the trying, in the doing. It is our objective. We seek it with dedication. Excellence is the hallmark of this corporation.
Thursday, the Navy's a target when the computers are programmed to kill.
So much as blink and you're a dead man.
Mission impossible.
I can't see. We're blind.
Then, an innocent crush.
Sarah is my wife.
Down Spader, he would have killed her.
A crime of passion.
You ain't gonna hang him, are you?
The Young Riders, Thursday.
Tonight's Hallmark Hall of Fame continues with The Shell Seekers, starring Angela Lansbury and Sam Wanamaker. In a moment, the conclusion of The Shell Seekers, this evening's special presentation on the Hallmark Hall of Fame.
Hallmark has a special way to capture the memories of this Christmas. The 1989 carousel ornaments with dated collector's base. 4 beautifully detailed horses. Each week a new horse is available for just $3.95 with each $10 Hallmark purchase. Check the ad in today's paper for a participating Hallmark store. A new horse each week. Collect all 4 because the years may pass, but the memories always come back around.
Member of this family or not?
Merry Christmas, Grandpa.
Well, hello. Oh, you too big? How are you?
Oh, Merry Christmas.
I was 10 years old that Christmas. That was the time my brother Tom was working in Europe. We hadn't seen him for over a year. Every Christmas, Tom and I used to sing together for the family. I sure missed him.
Charlie, a Christmas card came here for you.
From Tom. He's coming. Mom, he's coming. Dad, Tom's coming for Christmas. He's coming here.
That was the year it really snowed. I waited for Tom, and I waited. Aunt Nell and the rest of the family barely made it through. No sign of Tom.
The roads are getting pretty bad.
That was the longest day I can remember. Dinner came and it went. Still no Tom.
Look at the present. Yeah. Can I open this one? Open this one, Mom.
Tom will get here.
Sure hope so.
Isn't it time for some music, Nell?
Charlie.
I felt very lonely standing there all by myself.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices, the night divine.
From Hallmark, a wish that all our families can be together this Christmas.
And now, we present the conclusion of The Shell Seekers on tonight's Hallmark Hall of Fame. Thank you for joining us for the Hallmark Hall of Fame. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's presentation of The Shell Seekers. The Hallmark Hall of Fame is brought to you by Hallmark Cards of Kansas City and the fine stores everywhere that feature Hallmark products. Hallmark, when you care enough to send the very best.
Monday.
Are you ready for the football?
Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills take on the Seattle Seahawks on ABC's NFL Monday Night Football. Then, an angry town learns a lesson in love.
Make it stop, Dad!
MacGyver.
Soviet fighter bombers back in action over Afghanistan. A terrorist attack on the U.S. presidency. Elements of a war game played for the first time by U.S. and Soviet officials. Watch the Koppel Report Thursday.
Awesome. Hi.
So how'd you do your hair? Jumper cables?
How do you say I'm fluent? How do you reach your words?
What'd I say?
How can you say I'm sorry?
What'd I do?
In a way she's never heard.
Hallmark presents To Kids with Love Cards. A wonderful way to tell kids anything from you're doing great to you're on my mind.
Hallmark has a way to make somebody's day,
making every word ring true.
You're growing up so fast that I sometimes forget you're not a little kid anymore. I'm sorry if I treated you like one. Love, Daddy. Dad.
Hallmark has a way to make somebody's day. Hallmark has a way.
When you're getting ready for the holidays, make Hallmark your Christmas store.
Season's greetings. Ho, ho, ho. Hi.
We have keepsake ornaments to capture your Christmas memories.
That looks like Fergie from the mailroom.
Creative wrapping ideas for all your holiday gift giving.
This isn't funny. Guys, come on.
And it wouldn't be Christmas without Hallmark Christmas cards.
Cupid. Got her. Blitzen.
We forgetting anyone?
So come discover Hallmark this season. You won't believe what we've got in store for you this Christmas.
Hallmark has a way.
Parking ticket.